It started actually on my own. I can develop design by myself, so or at least I know how code works and I can design. So I just started out as making cool things, and I think started with family projects and friends projects, and then it's began all the way. So then I needed more help. Then I think I also contacted some of you guys, right? Hey guys, can you help us out? And well, yeah, we grew organically, and we don't have investments, we don't have anything. We just are a bunch of people that are really like to create cool things, and I think that's just my philosophy. And I just want to make cool things that triggers emotions. That you think, well, oh, what I just saw is really cool, but then it also adds meanings to our lives. For example, with the Cool Club, for years we were just mentioning, the card game, the price itself is it's €8, €7, but it's not a lot. What I want to do is like to make design accessible for everyone, and I think that's still my philosophy. Well, I'm the designer boss. Now we have like a design and animation team, and then we have like a customer experience team who does like the insight gathering and the strategy a bit, and then we have like the technology who's doing the creative development and the back-end front-end development. It's actually kind of 3 departments, but we don't have really departments. Our office is like one big table where everyone sits with each other, and yeah, like that actually. On the web, what I see just lately is that there's a lot of websites and projects that are beautiful, and and that triggers these emotions, but it doesn't add value to our lives. So I'm missing that part really heavily. Is that how can we design something that help changing our lives? And I think I really want to go in that direction, because we can make things usable and cool. Okay, what we see right now. But how can we create experiences or designs or websites or anything else that can help us further as in humanity? And that's why I strongly believe that as a human experience design studio, focusing on the meaningful part, that we create experience that can add value to our lives. Well, that's a good question. Yeah, we always look for the boundaries. I think nowadays the web is so fast that you can do a lot of things, but still, you need to see what kind of target audience you're targeting into, and if you make an experimental work, then it's for a certain audience, especially for the web. That I think you need to really look into like what kind of browsers and these kind of things people are using. The tools that we use within the Wonderland, we use Figma. We don't use Sketch. We are really happy with Sketch, with Figma. Sorry. What kind of tools do we use more? I think all the Adobe programs for the animators. We use Dropbox, Slack, of course. Yeah, I think not a lot actually. We made our own tools regarding like the finance and billing things. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that you actually mentioned it, because I think since I started submitting my work to awwwards, I think it's kind of a recognition, and it's nice because we got more visibility as a company, and also more projects from, more clients and more projects from these things. So I think it's a great chance as a young studio to submit your work and get knowledge by the audience, and get new clients in, because I think I truly believe that the work that you future is the work that you're getting, I think you see, especially on Twitter where we interact a lot with, or on Slack, is that you just, hey man, how are you doing? It's just a simple line that you can type, but then it's not personal. And I think it's nice to see each other's face when you speak a lot on Twitter or like each other's work, just to speak in person about, I don't know, how you're doing and the work that you have done, actually. So I think it's really important to meet each other. I think that's how you create relationships, right? Well, we are really focusing on well, the value part. So how can we add value to our lives? And it's really like, you know, for me, really, I want to make things more, to add more value to our lives. Why value? And I think I'm a bit done with just making beautiful things and making them usable. I think what a good example is that you have like this machine in Japan where it recognizes your face when you want a soda drink, and then similar people, the machine learns from it as it scans your face, and he sees, oh, you're 30, so people from your age in a similar time zone want this kind of soda drink. So it's a really personalized story. And then when in Japan there's like a lot of earthquakes happening, and the power shuts off, and then after 1 hour the fan machine lights up and gives free water to the people in Japan. I think for me that is how you add value to our lives, and I want to go more in that direction within digital, but also maybe in physical. I think that my journey is that how I began Wonderland is that I tried a lot of things, a lot of them failed, you know, and I think the desire for yourself to keep going, to keep pushing, is that don't be afraid to make mistakes, and you know, then you learn, and then you get a cool team around you that you know have the same knowledge as you or even better knowledge, and then you just kept going. And I think also the meaningful part, you know, making things from usable to delightful and beyond that to meaningful. That usable and delightful, we know that, but how can you add something meaningful? I think that's something that's really important. That's, I think, design for emotions.